Now, these guys, the course managers who are operating at some of the top clubs nowadays, what sort of issues are they dealing with that perhaps you weren't dealing with 20 years ago?
Industry has changed massively. I think a big thing that everyone is aware of is weather. The climate's changed drastically, and along with climate change, I think the industry has moved forward. You know, in education, in golf course maintenance, we've moved forward, and social media opens things up. So we're all a lot more aware now of what everyone else is doing. You see pictures of it, you see movies. You know, so you're fully aware, and I think that makes people raise their standards, and I think that's changed drastically with the education system training as well, and the expansion of social media. You know, things that are going on in other countries, you're more aware of those and techniques, and I think it's the competition element of it's changed. You know, people want higher standards now, but you know, that was a key element, really, one of the key elements.
Now, one of the things that regarding standards is the fact that I know last couple of days here, some of the bigger companies, the chemical companies, have been talking about the fact they're losing some of their active ingredients. They have been losing some, they're going to continue losing some of them, and they are bringing some in. That side of things, is that something you've been aware of, and knowing that you're going to be losing some of your regular applications that you've been putting on?
Yeah, totally aware of it. Like I say, you know, from the competition element, you've got to be ahead of the game, really, in order to perform at a high level. And I think all the greenkeepers are aware of that. And you know, in losing the chemicals, what I think everyone's looking at different techniques. You know, some people have gone, you know, the more environmental route, increasing trace elements, applications, and seaweeds and things like that. And you know, also timing is a big thing. You know, monitoring data now and getting the correct timing of, you know, any application is important, and that goes back to again the chase for consistency in green speed and trueness and smoothness in summer months.
The chase for perfection.
Perfection, yeah. So we have to monitor the data more now, keep an eye on it, and apply things in a way that we're getting the right consistent results. And that goes back to fungicides as well. You know, timing it prior to, you know, an outbreak of disease or pest.
Preventative as opposed to
preventative,
curative.
yeah, because it's I must admit, early in my career I thought, you know, you try lots of different things, and I thought, you know, I'd only spray disease when I saw it, and I think you actually cut down the amount of applications if you get your timing right, and you get the initial application on, you know, early enough to stop that first attack.
From a sustainability perspective, are golf club members now more likely to accept the fact that there's the odd weed perhaps around because it's sustainable or greener, or do they still want those perfect surfaces that they see at Augusta and other golf courses around the world?
Yeah, I think that's a real tough one. I still think they want perfect surfaces. But as I found in the last 2 years, you know, a perfect surface for one club operating, you know,
at a certain budget
at a high end is completely different to a lower budget club, and that's, you know, I think the main thing is they want to see progression, and they want to see a step forward each year
from where they are, so that expectation levels are in keeping with the budget levels of the golf club.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But no, I think that's right. I think you should be looking at reviewing what you do each year and planning to do it better the next year. And you know, I try not to look at the competition too much, but you have to keep one eye on them a little bit. But you need to keep moving forward, and that's the way, you know, the way of the world at the moment.